Yo, welcome to another episode of Black Man's Thoughts. We're talking some football, man. You know, that's crazy. My Ravens, they played this Sunday night against the Buffalo Bills. You know, I don't know who the rest of the AFC North is playing against this week. I really haven't got a chance to really look into it. Really look into it. To be honest with you, but I think this year is going to be a pretty fun year, man. I definitely do. I definitely think the AFC North is going to be again another tough division, another tough year. Starting with my Ravens, I definitely think we're going to win the division. I don't see nobody really challenging us, but it's interesting because to say that and then think about the offensive weapons that the Bengals have it's kind of scary because they really do have some talent. Like the Bengals are my worst hated team. I can't stand the Bengals. My dad loved the Bengals, man. Rest in peace, Pops. Love you, man. Miss you. But he loved the Bengals, man. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. I grew up, looking at the team, but never liking the team, man. My team has been the Ravens since '96. But this year, man, I definitely don't see the Bengals being able to hold off anybody. I mean, I don't see how they or where they got better on defense. I don't see. I mean, yeah, they just signed Trey Henderson back. What's the guy they drafted? What's his name? Not Shamir Bridges. Something. Another pass rusher. Dude's supposed to be real fast. But I didn't hear anything about him too much in preseason. I really didn't. But again, I wasn't really looking either though. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. That's definitely a good duo. Joe Burrow. They're going to be tough on offense. They're going to put up 28, 30 points a game probably about 24, 27 points a game easily. If you can't put up 24, 27, against them consistently, you're going to lose. Because I think what they want to do is outscore everybody. They just want to be, we're going to put our offense against your best defense and see who wins. Because they know that if they have to win the game by defense, it's not going to happen. So what they want to do is put enough points on you so that way you can't defend against them. They're going to come out there and throw the ball all over the damn field. So, that's going to be the chess match right there on stopping them when they're just throwing and scoring. They score too fast, too quickly before your team can. It's going to be hard to just slow the game down and run the football. It really is. So they're counting on to be able to outpoint you. I definitely see them finishing, I want to say third. I definitely want to say third. And I'll get to that later. I see the Ravens finishing first. I don't see any consistent competition at the elite level that can knock down the Ravens. So that's going to be interesting. Pittsburgh, my second most hated team, our biggest rival. I see them. I want to say third, but I see them winning. I see them being second. That's the thing with Pittsburgh. It can be a resurgence. They found something, or this could be the collapse of Pittsburgh. Because at some point in time, you go 3-4, you go all these years. I don't think they've won a playoff game since in a while. I mean, has it been 10 years? Shit. It's been a while. I know that. It's been pretty damn long. Maybe 6 years or something like that. It's been long. So, but they have that defense, man. They have that defense. Their edges the edges are really good in the pass win column. They win their reps. They win their one-on-ones. Those edges, man, they're going to give you, 2.5 seconds? You got to get that ball out there. You got to know who you're throwing it to, and the receiver got to win his one-on-one if you're going against that Pittsburgh defense, because Tomlin is going to have them boys hyped. the thing with Pittsburgh is that a lot of people don't pay attention to. Last year, the run game wasn't that good. My team ran all over them a couple times, and the Pittsburgh, they give up plays. They really do. As good as their pass rush is, when what happens is down the stretch, T.J. Watt, he gets his sacks, but down the stretch, it seems like T.J. Watt becomes less, less of a factor to me. And I really do think that has been a down, because he's always injured at the end. He's always injured because they really depend on him. The dude is a game wrecker, man. One of the best pass rushers we've seen. I really do believe that. I don't think he's better than Myles Garrett, but he's 1A, 1B with Myles Garrett, man. They're not that far much apart. But I definitely like TJ Watt. I think he's has an incredible skill level. That doggone dip he got, I don't know if they call it ghost, but that what you call ghosting, I think that's what they call it when he dropped that shoulder or something like that. But he has an uncanny way of that bend around the corner. And to be honest with you, TJ Hightower, I think his name is Hightower. Is it TJ Hightower? I don't know their team like that. But I know the brother here from here in Charlotte, UNC, I think. And he's damn good. Then they went up there and got that guy Heiberg, and they got Jack Sawyer, and they got what? Tire just doggone exploded right next to me. Y'all hear that? That's crazy. Let me see if I can get over. That was just crazy. Did y'all hear that? It's a big old 1820 wheeler. That's crazy. Sound like a gunshot. But it kind of scared me. Shit, stomach all wiggly and shit. But yeah, TJ Watt, he can do that dip. I think that Alex Highsmith, I think that's his name, Alex Highsmith, he's really good on that opposite edge, man. But they're not going to be able to keep everybody. You can't keep a T.J. Watt paying him all that money. You can't keep a what's his name, Alex Highsmith, and a Nick Hoiberg, and hold Nick Hoiberg back, whatever his name is. You know what I mean? I do think this may be the last year for one of those. Definitely, I think it's Alex Smith. He's gonna be the odd man out because Hoiberg. I think Hoiberg is actually pretty good. But I don't know. I definitely like Alex Highsmith. I think he's pretty talented. And then they got Jack Sawyer. He's a rookie. You know, that's gonna be determined on how much and how well he plays. Also, I think they went out there and they still got Peyton Willis. They picked up the Ravens, Malik Harrison. They still got Patrick Queen. I think they went out there and got a few really good cornerbacks. Patrick Ramsey. I think they went out there and got Darius Slay. But they gave up Minka. So the question is, who's playing deep? Who's playing deep safety? Who's going to be the one that's going to be targeted back there? So that's going to remain the same. Their defense is without question top notch. You know, top 10 in the league to me. But the question is, can their running game? They lost Najee Harris. They got a one guy back, man. My brother always talking about him. I forgot his name. Jaylen Warren. They got Jaylen Warren, but is it the Jaylen Warren show? I mean, can he handle that for a full season? Then I think they also drafted a running back. I forgot his name. So I think it's Johnson. Not Judikins. I think Judikins plays for the Browns. That's their running back who hasn't played yet. But I think maybe it's Johnson. I forgot his name. But it's going to be interesting to see how that goes, man. The receivers, they got rid of Pickens, which I'm happy for. Because Pickens was a dog, and now I can say I really like Pickens. I hated him playing against him, man. That dude is a dog. And then went out there and got DK. DK going to get his. But here's the thing is, you double DK, who's going to have? They got Calvin Austin. They got, I think, Roman Orduzio or whatever his name is. Some guy from, I think, Michigan. He didn't play last year. So I want to say, is it Rome Wilson or Doozy or something like that? I think it's Roman Wilson. I don't know. Don't give me the line. But again, you know, unproven. Calvin Austin gonna get a few catches. He gonna make a few splash plays, but can he turn that next step? We'll see. You know, they got Pat Fryermuth. They got that big the Darnell Washington, I think, or something. Their big tight end. I think he's very slow, but he's a big dude. Chain mover. He get tough yards. And that line, I don't think their line was that good last year. So Pittsburgh, I definitely, and then they got Aaron Rodgers. You know, is Aaron Rodgers the Aaron Rodgers old? Every clip I've seen, he's super slow. But we'll see how he gels with the group and how he gels with Arthur Smith. Then you got the Cleveland Browns. You know, they got like, I would say 20 quarterbacks, but they got rid of Huntley and small hands Kenny Pickett. So they kept Tyler Gabriel, and they kept Shedeur Sanders, and they got Flacco starting. So Flacco's the veteran experience, used to play for us. He knows how to win games, but he also throws a shitload of interceptions consistently. The running game is new. They got rid of Nick Chubb, the receivers. I really don't know too much about the receivers. The Browns is a team that I haven't really spent too much time looking at. I just don't think that they have enough firepower no matter what the hell they got going on, because they lost so much, because they're in so much up and down with the quarterbacks and maybe even receivers, man. I just don't see what they have. I definitely have them finishing fourth. I may have Pittsburgh finishing number 2, but that's the thingy. Can Pittsburgh didn't put up a lot of points last year, so it's hard to say that they can also keep up with Cincinnati. But I'll say this: I'll say Pittsburgh 2, Cincinnati 3, because of that defense, man. But definitely, man. You know, football is back this week. I think the first game is Thursday. I think it's like Eagles. They play somebody, I forgot. So let me know what you think, man. AFC North preview, man. What's your records? I mean, what do you think the records is going to be? Who do you think going to win the division? Who do you think is going to be the offensive rookie? Let's just do divisional offense and divisional defense of the year. Who's going to get that out of those 4 teams? Who's going to get the defensive player of the year? And who's going to get the offensive player of the year out of that division? Do you think this is the year for the Ravens? You think, because at this point in time, man, they don't need nothing else. They have a stacked roster. They have best roster in football next to the Eagles. And so at this point, John Harbaugh, there's no excuse. Lamar Jackson, there's no excuse. And unless there's a major injury, there's really no excuse to get it done. Great additions to Jeff Pagno in the secondary room, all-star defensive coaching staff. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share, man. Let me know what you think. Black Man Stop AFC North preview.